Hello, Monarchs fans, and welcome to Monarchs Live pregame. Dan Vaughn with you from the ballpark. Glad you're along. Let's get the graphics going right here and get everything rolling right along here. Glad you're along as we come your way from Legends Field in Kansas City on your Thursday night, wrapping up this series with the Cleveland Railroaders. And we're looking about an hour from now. We'll be throwing that first pitch on the air in about 30 minutes. And anyway, glad you're along tonight and checking the audio here to make sure I'm still fired up. And yes, we are going right along there. Nothing really to report news-wise for the Monarchs since we chatted this morning at lunch on the Monarchs Mocha show. Nothing really to report. The only development, which is a good one, John Hernandez is apparently okay. He'll be playing tonight in center. The finger is all right. He did take a shot last night, but iced it, and it was, and Joe telling us, a glancing blow, but they did dodge a major bullet, the ball club did last night. And the injury front, of course, that brought to you by Swope Health. The injury updates always brought to you by Swope Health, the exclusive healthcare partner, and this is what healthy feels like. But yeah, so good news there. David Thompson, he was here at the ballpark. I did see him working out slightly, and I do believe he could be a day away, it sounds like. Perhaps tomorrow when the Garys come to town. That's sort of what we're hearing. But again, those two developments today. Other than that, nothing else roster-wise, nothing else more than trying to split this series with the Cleveland Railroaders. Monarchs have kind of been spinning their wheels a bit. Joe talks about that in the top step tonight. We've already recorded that, and it'll come your way in about 40 minutes. He talks a bit about that. I don't think there's any kind of concern necessarily, but in the course of a season, you're going to have the ebbs and flows. This is the ebb and the flow. This is whichever way you want to look at it, the up and the down. I mean, whenever you want to look at it, you've had a couple of stinging losses, the extra innings the other night. You had, of course, last Sunday, you know, the 9-1 lead, and you had the grand slam last night again and just kind of turned things around. Joe telling us today, you know, this thing, as good as the offense is, and it's been really, really good, it's really been, you know, complemented by the fact the starting pitching's been really, really good too. And you get those two things together, you're dang near unstoppable. And when you don't get those two things together, you know, it can be a 50-50 proposition. Last night was the case. Monarchs coming up just a few runs short, 12-9. Usually you score 9 runs. You feel pretty good about things, don't you? I would think so. But again, just it's what happens in the course of a season. You take these little storylines, and then you look back and say 2 weeks' time and see where it goes, because I think the grand picture tells you a different story. And I think more times than not, you should be okay. But again, I don't think there's anything to really panic about. I mean, yes, losing Matt Hall was huge for this ball club. That was a big deal. But the club went on and played very well even without him, except with this, well, up and down without him. I don't think I still think you get swept in Sioux City without him. With him, I mean, he wasn't going to pitch the series anyway. What I'm saying to you is that I think Joe's saying too is that he's on the constant lookout to upgrade the roster, and if that means he needs to upgrade the rotation, which if let's say another couple times through he's not satisfied, he will upgrade that position. That's just what we've seen Joe Capietra do over the years. So I don't think we're to that point. But I think that's one of the things he's concerned about. And it might not just be upgrading the roster. It might be moving a guy like a Hartman who came in the rotation. Remember last year you saw McGrain in and out last year, help bolster the lineup and help the rotation for a while. It may be a situation like that, but nothing, just speculating, because a couple of fans asked us last night about that. That's why I say that. So again, the situation, just again, when you lose a couple, and you've won so many, you're kind of like, wait, what just happened, right? That's kind of the natural tendency. But again, nothing to see here. This club's in very good shape, and luckily dodging the major bullet last night with John Hernandez, who's back in the card tonight, which leads me to now the lineup card tonight. By the way, if you have questions or comments, feel free to chime away here in the chat. I'll be happy to take them and let you put them on the screen as well. Darnell Sweeney will play left field. I joked with Joe tonight in the top step. I said, where can Darnell not play? I mean, because he can play everywhere. I mean, he really can everywhere. Darnell plays left. He'll lead off tonight. Kevin Santo will play third base tonight, and he'll bat second. John Hernandez will be in center. He'll bat third. Matt Adams, your DH. and Adams has been very steady. He's been very, very steady with this ball club. Gabby Guerrero's in right field. Gabby batting fifth. Casey Gillespie back after the night off last night. He did have a late home run coming off the bench. He'll bat sixth at first base. Pete Cosmo bat seventh. Pete's at short. Chad De La Guerra bat eighth. He'll be at second. Now, the first time we've seen Chad at second, he's played third, short, and second. He can actually play all those spots. So this is not a stretch here. The first time we've seen him do it here, but he's done it before in his career multiple times. And then Alexis Almeida will catch tonight. Just saw Alexis come out, and he's kind of actually doing a little getting loose right now and drinking some water and getting hydrated for his start tonight behind the plate for Kansas City. Darnell Sweeney, Kevin Santa, John Hernandez, Matt Adams, Gabby Guerrero, Casey Gillespie, Pete Cosma, Chad De La Guerra, and Alexis Almeida for the Kansas City Monarchs here in this one from Legends Field in Kansas City. Matchup tonight, Kevin Hilton. We've seen him over the years. Hilton, former, he's pitched in Fargo and pitched for the Grand Prairie Club a couple years ago. Or actually, Winnipeg, and Grand Prairie a couple years ago. He goes tonight for the Cleveland Railroaders, right-hander. Lewis Thorpe, the lefty, going for the Monarchs, and Lewis has been really, really solid. If it had been for Matt Hartman's numbers lately and John Harris, he probably would have going, gosh, thank goodness we got Lewis Thorpe. Lewis has been consistent. He's going for his fifth win at home this year. The Monarchs have won his last five starts, and he's been very good in this ballpark, an ERA of a 3.18 here at Legends Field in Kansas City. So that is the situation for the ballpark tonight. Maybe last call questions and comments. Tonight is your Thirsty Thursday, and I look over my shoulder. $2 domestic draws from 6 to 8, which began 6 minutes ago. You're already 6 minutes late with those great domestic draw deal right now. Of course, this weekend, it's 4th of July weekend. We've got your jersey auction going on. Go to our website. Check that out at monarchsbaseball.com. Morgan's got that jersey auction up for you guys. We'll talk to her tomorrow at lunch about what's coming up this weekend. It is loaded this weekend. Activities aplenty at Legends Field. We'd love to have you out here. monarchsbaseball.com for tickets and information. All right, let's check the broadcast schedule tonight. It's pretty simple tonight. You've got, and this one, you've got, of course, it's the game of the week as well, but we'll give you the links to all the channels here. There's A Baseball TV tonight. That comes your way about 20 till. And also that's the video side of things. If you guys prefer the audio or maybe want to listen to both, the MixLR, the chat's up. That'll be at 6:30. We'll roll Kansas City Lights by Steve Warner. We'll be ready to go. We'll be rocking and rolling coming up on 6:30, which will be about 23 minutes from now. We'll roll the open in 23 minutes. Hope you'll join us tonight. Jackson will be with me and my entire crew here at the ballpark. Hope you'll join us, Monarchs and the Cleveland Railroaders tonight on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network. All right. Last call. Anything you guys got? Should be a good one tonight. It's a big one. Want to get done a winning streak, get rolling right along, and get things turned around for you. Get this homestand rolling. You got 3 more cracks in the homestand. You want to get this one tonight and get those 3 this weekend and get you ready for the trip down to Texas next week. Go to the All-Star break. Get that Lincoln series in the back end. So big week of baseball for Kansas City. And the get the W, Adam says. Get the dub. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you all the way. Get the W. And pulling with you. We'll get the W. Get the W. We kind of worked our tails off getting Matt Adams elected to the All-Star game. Let's just pull our tails off and let's all pull for a Monarchs W. How about that? I'm all with you, mate. All with you tonight here from Legends Field. All right, broadcast beginning about 22 minutes. Hope you'll join us then. And we always do a little Go Monarchs. You guys ready? Adam, good to see you, mate. See everybody else out there. I'm ready. We're rubbing the hands together, ready to go with a 1, 2, 3, Go Monarchs. As we always do it right here. We closed out our Monarchs live with a little cheer, because you can't cheer the press box, but it's not open yet, so we can cheer right now. All right. 1, 2, 3, Go Monarchs. I'll see you in the broadcast. Night, everybody.